All in One Sports Podcast. But we're better known as, A1SP. Two wrongs don't make a right, but three rights make a left. And three lefts make a right. What's poppin'? And greetings to our listeners and viewers. This is All in One Sports Podcast, also known as A1 Sports Podcast and better known as A1SP. And this segment we call Dubz, Doubles, and Double Plays. And that's Peter Dubz. Yes. We are the dynamic duo, Two Pete's in the Podcast. Yeah, we're back. We are your one-stop for your sports info needs, and we will be covering many sports topics with other segments like the NFL with 4th and 3. Let's get it! Which is a look around the league, NFL, with breaking news and analysis. And the NFC East Chronicles, bringing fans of the Cowboys, Washington football team, Eagles, and Giants some insight, great insight, and expert analysis of their beloved teams. And crispy balling with the NBA, as well as kicking it with Uncle Pete's Soccer. USA! We won last night. We beat Mexico. 2-0. Yeah, to advance. Well, actually, we're still qualifying for the World Cup. And also the 500-pound gorilla and the Zoom, which is controversial and pressing topics. And E.R, which has us picking games of the week, mostly for the NFL. So you are just one click away from your sports info needs, especially when you're on the run. And look for the logo with the complete spelling of All in One Sports Podcast with the colors of red, white, and blue stripes running through them. So we asked you to apply some pressure to that subscribe button right now, and then do the same with that notification bell. Also, turn others onto this sports information movement on a podcast format with shares and likes so they too can be up on things. You can find us via YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, IG, and many more platforms to come in the very near future. Like I said, we're back like big bats and strong pitching. All right, allow us to introduce ourselves. We are the dynamic duo in sports podcasting, bringing it with spectacular vernacular straight out of the DMV. Now, here's our panel of experts for this podcast, making us twice as nice. Starting with the mathematical whiz, baseball guru, fact checker, and payroll supervisor by day and night, known around here as the voice of reason, yours truly, Peter Dubz.
What it do?
What it do? Another season in the books. I'm sure you're going to wrap it up just right and tight. Yeah, gifting it early. All right. And now the ish-talking ballaholic who grew up in an era when smoking on airplanes was allowed, so he ain't scared of none of y'all smoke. And definitely not no secondhand smoke. Also a persuasion expert, yours truly, Uncle P, a.k.a. the Banterer Whisperer. Like I said, you are now tuned into Dubz, Doubles, and Double Play. And this is how we gonna do it. This is how we started off, y'all.
Me out to the ball game.
What it do, fam? What it do? Y'all know what it is. It's A1SP with the red, white, and azul. We roll too tight, so y'all can't fucking pull us, man. Come on, tell us, man. It's facts, baby. It's facts. Come on, Dubz. I know you got something burning for us for the finale of Peter Dubz Double Plays for 2021.
That's right. So, the city of Atlanta is going crazy. They've been going crazy. Got themselves another World Series championship, their 4th in franchise history. They beat the Houston Astros 4-2 in the World Series. More importantly, they won Game 6, 7-0.
Yeah,
a shutout.
Close the door.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, within this World Series, the Atlanta Braves pitchers actually pitched 2 shutouts.
Mm.
Game number 3, they won 2-0. So, and actually the last time we reported on Major League Baseball, the series was tied 1 game apiece.
Yep.
And then game 3, Atlanta pitched a 2-0 shutout.
Mm-hmm.
Game 4, Atlanta won 3-2. Game 5, Houston won 9-5. And then game 6, the final game, Atlanta won 7-0.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was very interesting. Some keynotes. Atlanta scored in the entire series. Atlanta scored 25 runs. Houston scored 20.
Okay, so it was close in score. But...
Right. But more importantly, Atlanta hit 11 home runs in the 6 games. Houston only hit 2.
Pump your brakes for a second. So you're trying to tell me they did this without Acuna?
Without Acuna. Can you imagine?
Somebody else too was missing.
Oh, I'm gonna go there. But
they still get rings though, right?
Yeah,
because they're part of the team.
They part of the team. They still get rings.
Wow. So he's going to be known as a World Series champion. Either way you cut it. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, he did put in 82 games.
yeah. He's a big part of their success.
That's right. So, So in Atlanta Braves history, let's go into it. Their 11 home runs was the most that they've hit in World Series history, in a World Series. But more importantly, the Freddie Freeman, their first baseman, tied their record for most home runs in a single postseason, which is 5. He tied with Fred McGriff. So we got 2 Freds in 1 and 2.
I remember McGriff.
Oh yeah, the crime
San Francisco, dog. Right? Yeah, the crime dog.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And on top of that, Atlanta overall hit 23 home runs in the entire postseason this year, which is an Atlanta Braves record, franchise record. Another record that Atlanta put to accomplish. Atlanta Braves between 1996 and 2020 appeared in the postseason 16 times.
Wow.
16 times without a World Series title.
It was like every year. What was that manager? Bobby Cox?
Bobby Cox, he started that run. But earlier in Freddie Freeman's career, they had a couple years where they didn't make it. But 16 times in postseason without a World Series, which until a week ago was a record. So that record's now broken. And so let's talk about the improbable road that Atlanta took to winning this World Series.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't an easy road. It
was not easy. And what didn't and what made it so difficult is May 25th, they lost the number 3 hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Okay. Lost to injury initially, and then to suspension because of a domestic violence.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Got to keep your hands to yourself, man.
And feet.
They are too precious to be touching them like that, man.
Yeah.
So they only had their number 3 hitter for 48 games. Soon after that, starting pitcher Mike Soroka was lost to injury, an Achilles injury. Okay, so that's a starting pitcher that they lost. And then weeks after that, right fielder MVP candidate Ronald Acuna was lost to injury. Yep. Okay, and he only played again 82 games. But guess what that meant? Their general manager Alex Anthopoulos had to go to work. And what did he do? He traded for outfielder Jock Peterson. He traded for center fielder Adam Duvall, and more importantly, traded for right fielder Jorge Soler. Did you see the home run he hit in Game 6? He hit that home run, tossed the bat because he knew it was good.
Oh yeah,
and that
yeah.
Thing went out of the park,
it was
which is hard to do in Houston.
Right.
So, yeah. And another thing about Jorge Soler is this: he's a midseason. He's a trade deadline pickup. And guess what? He turned that into becoming the World Series MVP.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah.
Never say never.
World Series MVP.
Anything can happen.
Yeah. So with those changes, with those trade deadline moves, revised lineup surge. Remember, I don't know if you remember, but the Philadelphia Phillies, they took sole possession of first place maybe around May, right around the Acuna.
I remember.
And then they started losing and losing and losing. Next thing you knew, and then the Mets were in the mix at some point. No, the Mets were initially in first place.
Right.
Then Phillies got close. Atlanta was lurking behind. They made these moves, and then boom, they started winning. And next thing you know, they took over first place. Yep. And actually, in the second half, after the All-Star game, there's only one team that had a better regular season record, and that was the LA Dodgers, who reached 100.
Who we thought were going to be the world champions.
Right. And then Atlanta knocked them out of the playoffs.
That's right.
So yeah. So you take the revised lineup. They went to first place in the division. Freddie Freeman recovered from an early season slump. You had Austin Riley, who kind of evolved into a possible MVP candidate. And but more importantly, you had Ozzie Albies, their shortstop. He started playing with a little bit more oomph. He started bringing to each game the excitement and the energy that Acuna would normally bring. And on top of that, you had their pitchers kind of solidifying. You had Charlie Morton performing better. More importantly, you had Max Fried, who, by all measures, has baseball's best curveball. Okay. And he ended up being their Game 6 starter. Pitched six plus innings of scoreless ball, and there you have it. They're World Series champs, man.
Can't take that away.
Can't take it away, man.
In the record,
take it away. In the record,
unless they find out that someone was spying. You know how the Astros used to do.
Yeah.
But even then, I don't think. I think once something like that happens, everybody's looking out for it now. Stealing, all that stuff. So. I would say that it had nothing to do with
it'd be hard to be able to get away with that now. So So that pitcher, Max Fried, he joined a very select group. Okay, and that group includes Freddie Garcia, formerly of the Chicago White Sox, Derek Lowe, formerly of the Boston Red Sox. Josh Beckett, formerly of the Miami Marlins. Here are the two bigger names: Andy Pettitte, formerly of the Yankees, and Tom Glavine, formerly of the same Atlanta Braves. They are six pitchers the only six pitchers in history who have pitched 6+ scoreless innings in a World Series clinching game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty select company there.
Yeah, Glavine. Who was he pitching with? Maddox, I think. And
Glavine, Maddox, Steve Avery,
Smoltz. Yeah, they had a good pitching staff, no doubt.
Yeah.
And they only won one. And they only won
one. Yes.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it was like 10 straight years. They were division champs, and definitely should have got more than one out of that group.
Was David Justice on that team?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, he was. He was. Yes. So, and speaking again about Jorge Soler, he is the first ever. No, not the second. He's one of 3 ever mid-season acquisitions to win World Series MVP.
Wow.
Yeah. The other 2 are Steve Pearce, he went from the Blue Jays to the Red Sox in 2018, and Don Clendenin, who went from the Montreal Expos to the New York Mets in 1969. And that has meaning for us because who did the 1969 Mets beat in the World Series? Our Baltimore Orioles.
Let me ask you this. So what team did he leave to join the Braves?
Royals. He left Kansas City Royals.
Kansas City. Okay.
He was plucking wood out of his ass in the Royals. In the Royals.
And no one would listen
team.
to him. I just need a chance to be with some.
Just need a chance,
good team,
man.
A better roster, and I'm gonna shine. People are like, man, shut up, man. Sit there and get them tweezers. Get another one. But he got his chance, and when he got his chance,
and he ran with it, man.
Use of it.
Yeah. So
good to hear that.
Yeah, so the Atlanta Braves. So congrats to them.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yep. And however, there's always a loser, right? Houston Astros, a lot of people are looking at it as, well, you shouldn't have been there anyway based on the dirty deeds from years ago.
That's from years ago. That's new management, new team, everything. Dusty deserves one, man.
Speaking of new management, Dusty. Really wanted Dusty to get one, but I'm also happy that Freddie Freeman finally got one.
Right.
But guess what? One of the things that kept being broadcast and mentioned during the World Series was, hey, this could be Freddie Freeman's last year as an Atlanta Brave because he's at the end of his contract.
Right.
So he's at the end of his contract, and more importantly, too, guess what's right around the corner? Major League Baseball's collective bargaining agreement ends at 11:59 p.m. on December 1st.
Ooh.
And
so they better get something done.
They need to get something done fast, because if they don't, we could be looking at a lockout again.
Another lockout. Like it's synonymous with Major League Baseball.
Yeah.
It's like every 8 years or so.
Yeah. Well, their CBA typically lasts 5 years.
Okay, so every 5.
Yeah. NFL takes care of it because I think their CBA lasts for anywhere from 6 to 8 years.
Yeah, they're like, we'll go get some scabs. We've done that before. You know all about that. Yeah. So, we'll make it entertaining as much as like, hey, can you put lipstick on a pig? Yeah, you can, but guess what? It's still a pig.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. And basketball, I don't think I think they had one here and there, but not a whole lot. So
no. And there's so much harmony in the NBA.
Yeah.
Between the NBA and the Players Association, and how rich these players are. So
Stern first. Now it's Silver. Is it Silverman or Silver?
Silver,
right? Yeah. So they kept things tight. Yeah.
So continuing on with Houston, even though they lost the World Series, and Dusty didn't get his, he's still bitten by the 6-game bug, the game 6 bug, man. Whether it be in a championship series, in a league championship series, or in a World Series, game 6, he can't get over that hump, man.
Can't get over the hump.
Yeah. Some people are actually calling it the Bartman curse from when he was with the Cubs. But there is one good thing he got out of it.
Silver lining? What?
He only had a 1-year deal. So 2 days after the World Series, they re-signed him to another 1-year contract. So
okay, I was about to say, I know they must have, re-signed him.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's not long term. But then again, Dusty is like 73,
70-something years old. So easy there. Easy on the long term stuff.
Yeah.
We don't know if he's going to be, the same Dusty.
Yeah. And Houston does have a couple of players who have been longtime mainstay guys who may be on the way out because they have contracts ending. So
so there might be some rebuilding going on.
Oh there, Yeah.
Well, dust them off, Dusty.
Yes.
Dust it off, Dusty, and come back even stronger, man. That's what I say.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that is Major League Baseball. That is the World Series 2021 edition. It's been a fun, interesting season.
Yes, it has.
An even more interesting off season with this uneasiness with the CBA.
True.
But you'll have Peter Dubz here to keep you up to date and informed. So
yes, we will. And with all the twists and turns through the season, no one saw a lot. Sometimes, you appreciate something a little bit more when you just can't say, oh, the Yankees are going to win. Or it's just this team that's going to win. Usually if there's parity and, because no one, unless you lived in Atlanta, there was no one who picked the Braves to win the World Series. Even though I picked them to win their division, I did not see them beating Los Angeles or, as the season went along, San Francisco Giants. So,
That's right. And look at it. I mean, after the first 89 games, they were one game below 500.
Yeah. I think even at one point in time, the Nationals probably had a better record than them. Before they decided to do the wholesale and fire sale and get rid of everybody. That's the Nationals, that is. Well, so any predictions for next year with the Nationals and the Orioles? What do you think, man?
It's going to be rough. Actually, I shouldn't say that. You know what? It may flip-flop. It may be a little bit rougher for the Nationals because of that fire sale that they had this year. But for the Orioles have some good young talent in the minor leagues. On every level of the minor leagues, they have players winning like Player of the Year. So, and they have that catcher, Rushman, that they really should have brought up this year, but they really want to get him. They want for him to get to the major leagues and stick. They don't want to be sending them up and down. So I get it. I understand it. So they're playing the patience game. I get it. So, which they're trying to follow the Houston Astros model. When they tank. The next thing you know, they got Jose Altuve. And the other guy, I can't think of his name, but yeah, and then they got a good nucleus of good young talent. So that's what they've been trying to do, and they have it to a certain extent right now in the minors. The only question is, can you bring them all up together, and have them go through the ringer that they're going to go through on the major league level together, and have them all progress? So it remains to be seen. And do you have the proper management in place to see them through all that? That's very important. Management. Right. Yeah. Well, most of their management, guess where they stole them from? The Houston Astros. So we'll see. We'll see. But the bottom line is it goes down to pitching now.
Yeah,
if you don't have the arms, you can have all the offense in the world. Good pitching beats good hitting any day in the major leagues, especially nowadays with hitting coaches doing such a piss poor job of teaching batters how to perform at the plate.
Right. So you say there's a chance.
There's a possible chance. There's a chance.
Okay. Is Means coming back?
Yes, as far as I know, yes.
Okay, so he's not being traded. Okay, so at least we're keeping some of our pieces.
Right.
We're known for getting rid of all these guys and they go elsewhere and they do so much better. So yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're hanging on to Means.
Yeah. And you know what is the biggest thing for the Baltimore Orioles right now?
What?
They're relieved. They are fully relieved now of Chris Davis's huge contract because he retired.
My goodness.
So they actually
strikeout king.
Yes. That to me will be the biggest development for them is what they're able to do with whatever resources they now have that they no longer will be pouring into his contract. So
good to hear.
Go to hell, Scott Boras.
Make it happen, Captain.
Man, he talk about being taken for bad. I've never seen an agent take a team for bad as good as he did with that contract for Chris Davis.
Yeah. He stayed around a little too long.
Yeah.
Well, that's some good news. At least we have some optimism going into 2022.
Yeah.
And spring training starts, I believe, in February.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're not that far away, guys. Just 3-4 months away, and we're right back at it. It's a long season, as we know.
That's right.
So we look forward to that. All right. Give it up for my man Dubz. Give it up for Dubz. Thank you, Dubz. Thank you very much. So until next year, our hopes and prayers lie upon whatever you give us as far as information, from time to time, have you come in and update us on what moves, especially right before the spring training begins.
That's right.
Also, what's going on with this bargaining agreement? I think around you said December the 1st.
December 1st is when it ends. 11:59 p.m. December 1st.
Okay, so we're gonna need you to update us.
Oh, definitely.
Let us know what's going on.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, it's been another good one, guys, and we're gonna leave like this. Me out to the ball game. I wish Bernie could have did the whole song. But anyway, for our viewers out there, especially those in the Latin world, woo, 2021, we out.
That's right.
Oh, what, you started from the beginning? Okay, come on now. You have just listened to or viewed All in One Sports Podcast, aka. Also, check out our other segments on YouTube, Facebook, IG, and Twitter. Chris be balling with the NBA, kicking it with Uncle Pete Soccer. Ida Orr and the 500-pound gorilla in the Zoom. So remember to apply some pressure to that subscribe button and do the same with that notification bell right now. And since you've been entertained and now F with us, share our content with family, friends, frenemies, foes, and even haters. And show us some love for the red, white, and blue. Thanks again for checking us out on the Tizoom. And always keep it centennial without celebrating the years. And that means keeping it 100. And have a great day and an even better tomorrow. Let's bring it in, Dubz. Let's bring it in. On 3, we out. 1, 2, 3, we out! And I got just one question, though. We have just one question for y'all. Check it out, y'all.
Drop it on.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Yes, they are. Book it. Catch y'all on the next one. Adios, muchachos.